good on the front end. In fact, an ultimate corner. We can see how many corner. It'll be the same as they come out of turn one as well.
You're right about Nagashima. He was half a second quicker than the two guys as Gartho, Dixon, Bastianini, Schrotter and Roberts.
They've still got time in the race, but the lap time's so close. Nothing between the top men in terms of speed.
He's actually had a tenth taken out of him by Marco Bezzecchi, who has broken just away now from Remigima. So with 9 laps to go, can Bezzecchi apply any pressure at all to Martin, who looks more than...
Being hotly pursued by 72 Bezzecchi. Of course, they jousted it out for the Moto 3 World Championship. He's the marginally quicker man. 1:28.869 from the Italian there on the Sky bike. And Heroes as Jorge Martin produced in this Grand Prix. A lot.
Martin, okay, that's another point lost for Marini. The championship is just so tight in Moto 2.
Braking zones, turn 1, turn 3 and turn 4. Just wonder if he had his time over again whether than previous conditions here this weekend. But not what we expected from Marini at all.
Long lap penalty, a double long lap penalty coming the way for the number 64. Ouch. Second lead, and now 1.5 second lead going into the final sector. So Bezzecchi's getting his teeth stuck in.
He's got such a comfortable advantage. If 1.4 seconds over Marco Bezzecchi is comfortable at any time.
Even though Gardner and Nagashima look cut adrift at the moment, if these guys were to get close enough, I mean, look at what that does to the two sector one, the gap between Martin and Bezzecchi. There's the championship leader, then Marini.
On to Vierge's pace. Vierge was 4 tenths quicker than Marini on that last lap. And from mid-race onwards, he's got really strong pace. At the moment, he's down in 10th place. And their lap times are quite stable. That was Nagashima wide, wasn't it, coming down the hill into turn 6.
And there is enough time. Through sector 3 again, you're right, Matt. That is where he's loose. Has started picking up his pace as well. Is there a twist in the tail here in Moto 2?
Down on that lap by Bezzecchi. Gardner is the only man in the top 10 of Remy Gardner at 28.969.
He won't like seeing that gap coming down on his pit board. Has he got anything left up his sleeve to go?
Well, Bezzecchi's piling the pressure on here, isn't he, as Gardner's in wide through turn.
Just to let Marco guide him towards the front and then just go for it at the end, because
he's made, as soon as he disposed of Gardner's challenge in second, although that's still not run its course.
9 tenths now.
There's the incentive here, isn't there, of his first Moto 2 victory 3 times a couple of years ago. And he's down to under a second for the first time.
Yeah, he's just been given the message. I mean, the guys in the...
Has Jorge Martin just not slackened off his pace, but is he just wary of a bit of time management here? It's a long
there. I mean, that was a bit too hot, to be honest, going into turn 3.
Yeah. You could just see he's on corner exit, on the brakes going into the corner. He's got that Triumph 765 cc engine squealing on the...
As a rider like Marco Bezzecchi now, you can see yourself sector by sector.
Yeah. Now we're in the section of the circuit where Martin has really found the going quite tough. Let's see what the advantage, 7.5 tenths. Again, Bezzecchi's found yet another 10. This is game on.
I think, Matt, across the line we go. Jorge Martin leads then with 4 laps remaining in Moto 2 and a 20th Moto 2 victory.
That last lap, Martin had an 8/10 of a second advantage. It's been slashed. He's down by just over 3/10 of a second. Another high 128 from Marco Bezzecchi.
Miles away.
Jake Dixon's just on his personal best lap of the race, a 129.124. That over fist was Bezzecchi just in a fraction too hot into turn 4. Dixon,
to go into a 2-week break with would really do him the world of good. Here is Tom Luthi then. Is there any more to come from the experienced Swiss rider? Now then, the gap's at 7 tenths to get to 3 again. He's lost another couple of tenths. There'll be 3 to go when they cross the line.
Luca Marini went well over a second behind Xavi Vierge, who's really quickly dispensed of his challenge.
The 2 quickest men on the circuit was quicker than the 2 ahead of him as well.
Yeah, nothing is there really between the lap times. That's the slowest coming strong behind him, where he wants to be dropping down into those 129.2 region.
You can see the gap behind you coming down through sector 2 we're about to approach, and Bezzecchi is going to be within just a couple of tenths of a second with 2 laps to go here.
And I'll tell you what, Marco Bezzecchi could, but it'll certainly go down well on the other side of the VR46 garage as well. Of course, we saw Luca.
It's down to 0.3 of a second now then, as they drop down the hill into turn 9 and
see there, Pablo Nieto can barely watch the monitors on the pit wall here because they know he's good on the brakes into turn 1 is Marco Bezzecchi.
Martin, the Raceway 3, Motegi, 2018. Remy Gardner is not out of this either.
He's not to be fighting back at the front of the game, but we've not seen that since Jerez.
Gardner struggled out of turn 3. Martin was slightly wide there through turn 4.
Well, Remy Gardner, he's earned this podium. He certainly did. Well, this is going to be all about the last lap. And what has Marco Bezzecchi got left? It's going to be an advantage of around what you think 0.3 over the line. It's just under 0.3 now. Then on here in Austria, can Jorge Martin make it back-to-back wins in Moto 2 for...
Will Marco Bezzecchi have a look? Is he going to be close enough on the drag uphill?
Then there was a wheelie, the front wheel popped up, and that's cost him at least 5 bike lengths. Was that the decisive?
Not over, then they drag down the hill. Marco Bezzecchi will be desperately hoping that Martin can maybe run a back to Entermat, the crucial sector 3.
Yeah, what has Marco Bezzecchi got left? Has he got anything left? But severe pressure on Jorge Martin, who has not yet buckled, although through turn 6, Bezzecchi.
Out of turn 8 we go then. Marco Bezzecchi, can he find a way through on Martin? He's not close enough. Round turn 9 we go. Is there anything he can do into turn 10? He's not going to do it.
It's not going to be...
From Martin, he takes 25 points. Second for Bezzecchi and a great podium.
Oh, he answered some big questions today, Jorge Martin. There was a lot of pressure came from Marco Bezzecchi.